Steeler fans, welcome to another episode of the Call Sheet Breakdowns. This is Kevin Smith with you, and this is kicking off our first in a series of pieces that I'm going to do with Andrew Wilbar as we get ready for the draft. Andrew's going to write the articles, and I'm going to do the video breakdowns of potential Steeler draft prospects, and we'll be doing these for the next couple of months as we kind of ramp up towards draft season, get everybody excited. And our first one is going to be on a defensive line prospect, Darius Robinson from Missouri, 6'5", 290-pound, versatile player, guy who had a fabulous showing at the Senior Bowl and is really shooting up draft boards. Darius Robinson, 23 years old, graduate student. He was an all-academic SEC performer, so that gives you an indication of a guy who's serious about his priorities. Also a first-team All-SEC player in 2023. He racked up 9 sacks and 14 tackles for loss. And as I said, he's a versatile guy who can align as both a 3 and a 5 tech defensive lineman. All right, so let's take a look at Darius Robinson. All right, to do this breakdown, I've pulled all these clips from Missouri's game against the University of Georgia. There's pros and cons to that approach. I like it because you really get to see the complete repertoire. It's not a highlight film. It's everything that they do. I mean, it can be limiting in the sense that you're only viewing clips from one game. But we're gonna use this Georgia game because this is the best competition that Missouri played. And Robinson played really well against the Bulldogs. All right, here you're going to see him on the edge as the 5 tech up top. You will see one thing about Robinson that we're going to see. This is him right here. One thing you're going to see about him is he is better the tighter that he plays to the line of scrimmage. That when his hand's in the ground, less space that he's in, he's a better football player in that environment. Right here, this is a nice sack coming off the edge, gets the hand down to the offensive tackle, and is able to bend the edge to bring down Carson Beck. One more time, right? Watch him with the get off, engages, wins inside leverage with his hands, and then is able to bend the edge. The hands are really important. You will see as the film plays that Robinson's really good with his hands. Look at that inside strike into the chest of the tackle, allows him to get separation and bring down Beck. Here's another nice move where he's aligned inside. This time you see him right, he's down in here as this is actually a 4-eye technique, which means he's just on the inside shoulder of the tackle. He's going to get a nice B-gap pass rush move to get pressure on Beck, forcing incompletion. Really nice quarterback hit here. Again, hands, shoot the hands, shed the block, boom. Nice hit on Beck. Really good stuff with the hands. Watch it one more time. All right, shoot the hands early, win inside, disengage, get the pressure on, force the incompletion. From this angle, picks up a little bit late in the rep, so they're already kind of coming off the ball. You know, here's Robinson right here. You're going to see, again, shoot the hands on the guard, and that's going to allow him to disengage, and he's actually going to sort of pinball off his teammate and be able to work back inside here to get the hit on Beck. Good pressure. Boom, a little pinball action, and then the hit right there. I hate to say it, but watch the end of the hit, man. Watch how he lands on Beck, right? Look at him land on Beck right there. In the NFL right now, that's roughing the passer. So that's just a little thing that he'll have to adapt to as he progresses in the NFL. But again, really good disengage, nice little swim move to get the separation, and then a great finish. This might be my favorite rep of Robinson's in this entire contest against Georgia. Again, he's now down as a 5 tech in a 3-point stance right here. Man, watch him come off the ball, shoot the hands, shed the block, make the tackle. I mean, this is first round pick worthy right here. Great job with the hands to get off of Georgia's big left tackle there. Shoot the hands, shed the block, make the tackle. I mean, again, man, that's the kind of stuff that when you see that on film, you say to yourself, all right, this guy's special. You know, this guy's doing things that could make him a potential first round pick in the NFL. Now, here's where it gets a little murky for Robinson. Missouri asked him to play a lot of stand-up technique, either as kind of a wide 5, a wide 9. Sometimes there'd be a tight end in there, and he'd actually play over the tight end as a 9 technique. I mean, here he is right here. I don't like him nearly as much when he's in space. I don't like him when he stands up. I don't like him when he widens out. I don't think his feet are as good. This is a good rep right here. I like this rep. I'm going to show this as a positive because he keeps his shoulders square, a nice close on the tight end who's trying to come across and kick him out. And he squeezes the run play, and he doesn't give the running back an alley to cut back up into. So that's nice play right there, and that's good technique. He's strong at the point of attack. He keeps his base underneath him, and he stays square. That's good stuff. Unfortunately, there's just not enough of that good stuff on tape when he's asked to play that wide position. Right here he is down. It's hard to see because of the shadows here, but this is him circled as a wide 9, right? You see Georgia's got guard, tackle, tight end. So that makes Robinson the wide 9 technique. And the more space you put him in, the worse his feet are and the less disciplined he is. Watch him run up the field here on a 3rd and 6, right? Not keep his shoulders square and give up the run lane here. He's anticipating pass, so he's trying to get into a pass rush lane. But on a 3rd and 6 play, you still have to be disciplined enough to be able to react to the run and not let the tight end just turn you out and create that wide run lane for the running back. Here's something similar. Now he's back to standing up on the edge down here. And you're going to see him sort of hard charge up the field against a run play. And the left tackle is really going to turn him out. And he's just going to kind of get squeezed up the field like that and open up a big run lane for the running back. You just have to be able to squeeze this a little bit better. And I just don't think that when you bring him from width, that it allows him to play with the same power and the same technique. His strength is his base and his hands. And I think that he gives up leverage when he's standing up. And I just don't think his feet are good enough to be able to play consistently in this space and get himself reset, right? When he begins to cross his feet and the tackle turns him out here, he can't regain that power base. You see similar flaws in his pass rush technique when he's standing. This is him again. He's going to come upfield in a pass rush here. But watch how he kind of gets off balance. He's never really able to bend the edge here at all. His weight's too far forward, and now he's just kind of being ridden out of the play by the offensive lineman because he doesn't have his feet under him. And he's not, there's no bend there. There's no squeeze. I mean, this is just too easy for the quarterback because in essence, Robinson sort of takes him out of the play, himself out of the play by being off balance and failing to gather his feet properly. Again, man, his feet are a big deal. He's a totally different player when he's standing up versus when his hands in the ground and he can get set with that leverage. Watch him here as he'll try to spin inside on a stunt, and he just loses complete sight of the ball, loses his balance and his bearings. This might be his worst rep, I think, in the game because, again, just the lack of spatial awareness, the lack of being able to keep a good base and keep himself wide and keep himself under control as he works inside, right? Again, not trying to belabor the point, but I think the more space you put him in, the less effective he is. So if you're the Steelers, right, maximize the things that he does best, right? Take advantage of his best attributes and not his worst, right? Put him as that 3 tech. Put him as that in this instance, that 4-eye, that guy that's able to have his hand down and use his strength and use his leverage, right? And use his hands and get into linemen. I mean, that's a beautiful rep right there. You want to maximize the guy's strength. If the Steelers can do that, I mean, if they can put him in a position where he is able to use his physical gifts in the best possible manner, then I think this guy has the potential to be a really good interior lineman in the NFL. Again, 3 tech and 5 tech. 3 tech probably in sub packages, 5 tech in the base, not a 9 tech. To recap, Darius Robinson, talented, 6'5", 290-pound defensive lineman out of Missouri. His strengths are his hand usage and his leverage and his extension and his aggressiveness. His weaknesses, that body control in space is a concern. The balance is a concern. I put motor with a question mark because he comes off the field a lot, and there are times when he doesn't, if he's out of a play, you don't see him sprint to hustle back into the play as much as you'd like. Is it fair to call that a concern after watching predominantly just one game? Probably not. But it's something obviously you want to keep your eye on. What's his fit in Pittsburgh? Again, 3 tech in the 2-4-5 sub package, 5 tech in the base 3-4. Love him in those roles. Not so much when he's standing up. As a draft target, he's rising up draft boards. Again, like I said, he had a great Senior Bowl. You might have to get him in round 1, or if you wanted him in round 2, if he's still on the board in round 2, you might have to trade up. Be interesting to see where they value him in relation to other defensive linemen. All right, what's the $1 million question on Darius Robinson? It's this: is he Cam Jordan, right? Who many draft nicks have compared him to, or is he DeMarvin Leal, where he gets to Pittsburgh and you're not quite sure how to use him? If you're spending a first or an early second on him, you got to know the answer to that. So it can't be one of those things where, hey, we'll move him around and see what works out best, because that's not working for Leal right now. All right, that's our first of our draft profiles, and we'll be back pretty soon with another one, man. So keep tuning in here to the Steel Curtain Network YouTube channel and to SCN website to read Andrew's articles and view my video breakdowns of the 2024 draft prospects. Take care, everybody.